All right, welcome to episode 79.
79.
So that means we're 21 from 100.
Listen, we're right there.
Listen, it's going to be the greatest day of our
I'm
lives.
proud of us. We've been very consistent.
Ew, I need somebody to be proud of me. Thank you. I'm proud of you
Yeah,
too.
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, first tell me, how was your weekend?
It was good. We did a whole lot of absolutely nothing. So Doug had to
I
do some work
really,
this weekend, and so we just kind of took it as like right before school starts. We don't have
yeah,
anything we need to do. And my kids very much like not being out and about, so they enjoyed that.
we have raised
We're out
opposite
of town.
children. Yeah, we've raised opposite children. Yeah, we went to Arkansas for really just for like 24 hours, but we went to see Judd's trainer. He played in the championship game of the semi-pro some football league. I don't know. Anyway,
Okay.
it was really fun. It's Man, I tell you, officiating at any level is just a real pistol. I just sit there and I thought it's just terrible at every level.
Yeah.
So here's my advice to people. Like, look, if you really can't find your lane in life and you're like, I kind of suck at everything I try, I know the job for you.
Do you
Like,
Do you think it looks a
bad.
little bit
It's so
different
bad.
on the field than it does from like our perspective? Because you're right, it always seems like they're making bad calls. I'm like, can they not see what we see?
Maybe I should try it once. Maybe I should. Maybe
I
that's
will
a
come to
thing.
that game.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned this. So, his trainer has become a really good friend of ours, and he and I talk a lot about different football plays. And um, I feel like I've really got a really good offensive mind.
I think
I
you do.
really, I think I do. So, I would appreciate one game, let me call the game, like as the offensive coordinator.
Okay. Wow,
I
that's a big
really,
undertaking.
I just want to see if because I feel like it would also help whoever's coaching my kids, because then maybe I'd lay off if I realize, oh, it's harder than I think, or it would embolden me to think this could be a new career avenue.
Okay. Listen, I
I'm
would
just
be glad.
saying,
I could be a ref for a game if they're paying me a lot.
oh, I think
I'm
that's
not.
part of the problem. I think they get literally, I know that if you ref kids games, it's $25 a
Oh
game.
no, I wouldn't do kids games. I can't handle the parents. We're assholes.
Oh, listen, I mean, it was a thing. So this is grown men, right? I mean grown men. I mean, honestly, some guys that like just can't hang it up, old,
Yeah.
um, and acting like children. I mean,
Got some
so
big
his
laws
team
out
his
there.
team ended up losing, but there were some guys on his sideline. First of all, there was one gentleman, I would guess mid 30s. He got frustrated in the second half, took off his pads, hopped the fence, and left.
Ooh, he had an
Just straight
Antonio
left.
Brown moment.
Just straight left. Behind the bleachers, I was like, "Sir, number 90 just left." One dude at the end of the game, he was so mad. He took his helmet off and he threw it down, and it was at a high school, so it was a track around it. The helmet shattered. And I was like, well, first of all, I have a lot of safety concerns.
Right. I have
But
questions.
second of all, like, what are we doing, bro? That thing's at a minimum 150.
Yeah.
He was also screaming at this woman, his anger. I thought it was his mother, it was his girlfriend. Um,
Uh,
I don't want to get into their relationship issues, but
wow.
apparently there are some. I mean, just all kinds of buffoonery. Like there was this one guy, number 10 on his team. He was just acted a fool on the sideline. One dude got in a fight with the offensive coordinator. I mean, it was just, and our boys were the water boys. So they're right down there in the midst of all this. And I was like, Lord, they're going to be thinking they can act like this. I'm going to have to whip them all. Like it was a thing. What the sweetest little boy who's gotten close to Judd, they're very similar in kind of their quirkiness.
Uh-huh.
But he's quiet, super quiet. Unlike Judd, who is
Positive.
super, super not quiet. He was on the sidelines, and he has pretty bad anxiety. Like even just in our living room, if the kids get loud, he'll like need to go sit by Aaron. Aaron's like everyone's security blanket. But he was on the sideline. He was doing a hell of a job as the water boy. He got trucked. So they, run out of bounds on the play. He gets plowed over, and I go, "Oh my God, Aaron, that was O'Shea." And he was like, "Oh God." And so we're both like, "Oh my God, he's going to be flipping out." He just popped right back up and just went on about his job. And after the game, we were like, "Are you okay?" Like, what? He was like, "Oh yeah, that big man just picked me up." Because one of the players did like pick him up and set him down. I was like, "Oh,
Okay.
but yeah, no, I think I need 2 games. I need one game that I can ref so I can see like, is it just hard to see what's really happening?
Yeah.
Am I overwhelmed in the moment?
Maybe.
Am I having amnesia on the rules? Like I need to see what's happening. And then I need one game that I can call the offense.
Okay. Listen,
You think we can make this happen?
I don't see why not. I feel like
I mean, $25. I'll even let them keep the money just to let me try it.
right. I'm through this pro bono.
So yeah, that was my weekend. We did that. We got back, and I was just talking to a coworker though. So this coming weekend's our last weekend before school starts.
Yes.
And also it starts for us every weekend the month of August. We have a football tournament.
Oh, mercy.
And then we start football season. So like this is it. This is it. And so Aaron will be going to Broken Arrow, Oklahoma this weekend with one and an extra herd. And I'll be going to Wichita, Kansas with Judd and another herd. Yeah, so here it begins.
I just can't believe like we're already at this point in the year.
I don't know how it happened.
Like I feel like we just started 2025 and we're already like football season's about to start. And
Pretty sure we were just having the debate of where we were going to spend Christmas. Remember that? Like we couldn't decide. What do we do?
yeah,
And now we've like lived a whole life.
a whole life. And we still got half the year left. Less than.
Yeah, I was asking Judd yesterday. I was like, "What's been your favorite thing this summer?" And he started naming off everything we did, trying to pick from everything. And I was like, "All that has happened already. What are we doing?" That's crazy. But that's not why you people are here. Y'all don't care about our lives.
Well, thanks for listening.
Though I think some of you do. Some of you I know do. We'll get to that in our Y factor.
Oh man.
Do we have any? So in our notes, which first of all, Becca had a moment of panic because she didn't see where I wrote the questions, and I did go back to check that I didn't put them in a white font this time.
Yeah, I think I
Because
did.
that one time I did that, but
Yeah.
I think I just did it after you did your notes.
Because I think I did my notes around like 6:30 or 7.
It's closer to 9 for sure. But in our notes, we have no new updates under legal. Is that still the case?
That is still the case. I haven't seen any updates. Well, I take that back. I think it was this morning I saw that victim number 3 for the Diddy case, which was a former girlfriend, has supposedly written a letter to the judge saying that he should be released on bail. What are we doing?
Okay, so I did see that. And did you see all the mumblings that Trump has now said that, like, he wants to pardon him? Now, I'm a little confused.
Well, I saw that, and then I saw where supposedly Trump had said, based on some statements that Diddy had made around election time, it would be too difficult to pardon him. Listen, I don't think that he's getting involved in that one. I think he might stay away from that case.
I mean, one would hope, but one could never know. This is not in our notes, but the Chrisleys. Mm-hmm. I mean, giving us freedom. Their freedom is giving us content.
I love it.
I cannot wait for the new show. Now, it does seem though that Savannah may have a new love.
Well, the way that she kind of has made some videos and words that she chooses, it does allude to that, at least to us.
Yeah, we'd love to know. I think she's beautiful. You know what's funny about her? She's one of those ones, I actually think she's prettier without makeup.
100%.
I mean, I think she's too done up most of the time, but yeah, she is. I just really like her. We really need to find the right one. We need to find her Travis Kelce. I mean, not him, but someone like him.
She needs somebody that's a little bit older than her and someone that's very calm and under the radar.
And no baggage.
No baggage.
Because she brings enough of her own. We don't need to add in like your wife tried to kill you, ex-boyfriend Robert. Like, yeah.
I think she can go from 0 to 100 real fast, and she's somebody that just kind of like, while that's okay, there are times that's okay. We can keep it safe, you know.
Maybe we should start. That's something we should think on. Like, what celebrity would we put her with? But maybe it doesn't need to be a
I don't
celebrity.
think she needs a celebrity. She needs like a business person.
Yeah, somebody that she. You know what she needs? She needs a Jet from Jet and Pookie.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe not as much because he can really wear me out.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though. Like doting, successful.
Yeah. But
That kind
stays
of
off
thing.
social media. I can't.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah. We don't
can't.
need that.
It's too much.
Yeah. So no real legal updates this week, so we don't need lawyer Becca. But well, somewhat in relationship to legal stuff, it does appear, which I'm real frustrated with our legal system. But it does appear that Blake Lively did attend her deposition this past week, and with a surprise appearance by Justin Baldoni as well.
Okay, he was literally in the room while she was being asked questions.
Yeah. First of all, I didn't know that was possible.
I
But
didn't
second
either.
of all, whoo, can you imagine? I bet you could cut the air with like a toothpick.
Right? I was trying to remember back on all the Suits episodes that I've watched when they were doing depositions, and I was like,
I don't remember that you could be together unless it was a divorce, like.
right.
But that was more mediation. That wasn't deposition.
Yeah. Listen, that seemed wild to me.
Here's what I'm frustrated with, though. We've not heard a peep.
Nothing.
We don't know what was said.
Which,
We don't know
rightfully
what
so,
happened.
legally we shouldn't. But, like, nobody.
Okay, Becca, but nobody cares about what should and shouldn't happen. We need to know. Also, I need to know what was she wearing. Like, and apparently it was a total stunning surprise. So I would love to like have the picture of her face right when she saw him. Was Ryan there? Had to have been, right?
Okay, but didn't her lawyers request that they have a list of participants? So it was not a surprise to her team.
Well, no, see, I thought that they said they needed a list of witnesses, which I thought that meant if we go to trial. I didn't think that meant anything about the deposition.
I thought that they had submitted when they were going back and forth on location and all this stuff about
Yeah.
the deposition. I am almost 100% sure that I saw where her lawyers had requested who could and could not be present at the deposition.
Well, can you like have a surprise like that then, or is it like locked in? Well, apparently not. I mean,
I have no idea. I mean, I would
we
assume
really,
it's his.
we really need to do better in our law classes.
It's his case. I would assume he would have the right to be there. It just, to me, seems weird.
I would have paid money.
If I can't
And
afford lawyers, I'm not going. If I don't have to, I'm not going.
I'm assuming there's a gag order in place that we'll never know what was said.
Yeah, yeah.
See, this is what I don't like. I don't need
I don't
that.
know that it's a gag order in place. I think that law states this is confidential information.
I don't need this. This is not how I need this to go. We had a couple people ask us questions. What happened in the deposition? We don't know. We were actually not invited, nor are we on the witness list.
Which is
I'm assuming what happens is like she gets asked questions about what she's saying happened, but also like I would think that would be kind of hard for him to not be like that didn't happen, or like
right.
rebuttal, because I'm assuming he couldn't talk.
No, I don't believe so. But I'm sure, was taking notes and passing over to his lawyer. Like, if she's saying this, hey, ask her this. But
And do you think Ryan was there? I think he was.
yeah, I don't think he would have let her go into that without some kind of support.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I think her sister was there too.
Oh, I'm sure. If Ryan wasn't there, then her sister for sure was.
I mean, we could have had the whole family. I don't know. The mom could have been there, but she also seems like a wackadoodle, so that's a whole thing.
I'm just thoroughly shocked that it went to this step. I really thought they would go before
Yeah, we texted a little bit about this last week, and I'm kind of wondering what's going to transpire this week, because I'm wondering if now we've got through the deposition, do we find a path forward to like call a truce and some kind of deal?
Here's my thing. If she is going through with the deposition and sitting there and answering all those questions, now I'm thinking she might go through with the trial. She might be so sure of herself that she's like, no, take this trial. Let's let the public know. And
I mean, guys, I'm not trying to be fickle, okay? I'm not. But, and I'm mad at her. I am, y'all. But it makes me wonder, with all that has transpired and enough time to go back and forth, get legal experts, her still sticking this out, does that mean perhaps she does have a case that's winnable?
Well, here's the thing. She might have a case. There might be some claims in there where he did do wrong. But I don't know that every allegation is going to come out substantiated.
But is some victory enough? Like, I don't know. I mean, I just feel like we're so far in now, we might as well see it through.
Right.
I mean,
Well, and I think from her team's side, they'll spin it to where any kind of victory is a 100% win.
well, I mean, just the day that he dropped his whatever, Lord, you'd have thought she won World War III at that point.
Yeah.
I mean,
So I'm going to be, from how I thought this was going to play out to what current day is, I was completely off on this one. So we might see a trial, and it's not federal, so it can be televised.
ooh boy, I'm gonna have to plan some vacation. But we don't have any trial dates planned or anything.
No, I don't think so.
I bet you the way this stuff goes, it probably won't even be this year.
Probably not.
I mean, we're already in August.
Not by the time they file all these motions and...
We've got the holidays, and she's going to claim she's got to be with her children. I mean, she does need to, but it's just all that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. We do have now. I don't consider this speculative because it's in the media. But Liam Neeson, who's an actor, if you're not familiar, I know some of you are a little behind the times.
This is true.
Yeah, some of you are behind the times. He was in the big movie Taken, and I can't really name anything else he was in. Anyway, he's now dating Pamela Anderson, and I do mean Pamela Anderson from Baywatch.
Would never have put the two of them together.
Boy, I tell you, listen,
But it works.
It's weird. So Liam Neeson was famously married to Natasha Richardson.
Yes.
Who, if you don't remember her, she was from
Parent Trap.
Parent Trap, yeah. She was the mom. Loved her. She died tragically in a skiing accident. Like, she was totally fine. Hit something, was totally fine, and then there was a brain bleed they didn't know, and she passed. She's been gone a long time now.
Long time.
Which is so weird. Time is really flying. But anyway, so Pamela Anderson famously was married to Tommy Lee, the rocker, if you will.
Yeah.
But Pamela's been on a journey the past year. She gave up makeup.
And she's really matured.
I feel like she's a whole different person, but I still don't know that I would have ever put her with Liam Neeson.
Well, when I hear him kind of talk in interviews and stuff, I'm like, oh, you're a little different.
I think he's quirky, but here's the thing.
This plays off of each other because oddly,
Pamela,
I was like, what? I like this.
So she's older now because as you do, we've all gotten older.
Yeah.
She stopped wearing makeup. I never really understood why. I mean, whatever. But all I see when I hear her name is I still see the red bathing suit with the voluptuousness of Baywatch with Liam Neeson. And then I'm just really thrown off.
So conservative, like in her dress now.
I don't understand.
It throws me off because when I see her, I'm like, no, you should still be in your 20s. Even though all of this time has changed, I feel like you should still be in your 20s.
Yeah, so it's weird. I'm happy it sounds like their kids are really happy for them.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's probably dated, but we didn't really know about it. But I'm sure his kids are like, he deserves somebody. And I'm sure her kids are like, hey, anybody but dad at this point. Because, Lord, that was toxic.
And I think it's probably also been in the media because they're out, promoting their new movie that they're in together. Otherwise, I bet we wouldn't have known for a long time.
Well, did you forget about Liam Neeson? Because I know I did.
Oh, 100%.
I was like, oh. I think in my head he died with Natasha. I don't know.
He's like retired and was enjoying
it.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's a new couple. And then this could stretch into the speculative world, but we have had a lot of public sightings. Katy Perry is now recently split with Orlando Bloom, though they are committed to their co-parenting, Gwyneth Paltrow-style relationship, with one former Prime Minister of Canada, Mr. Justin Trudeau. Now, I am so taken aback by every bit of this. So how this has all transpired is they were photographed going to dinner, and then he was photographed at one of her last concerts on her tour, which may we all thank the Lord that is over. And then, again, they were just spotted yesterday.
Out and about.
Out and about, in and out of a hotel. It seems that they are potentially getting to know each other, is what we'll say. How do we feel about this?
Well, listen, when it comes to Katy Perry, nothing surprises me. Whoever she dates, I'm like, that feels right. I feel like,
But this feels right to
This
you?
one, I'm like, for him, I'm just like, I don't.
What are we doing?
It's got to be a rebound for each of them because he's recently divorced or going
Yeah.
through divorce. She recently broke off her engagement with
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom. So surely this is like a rebound and not like a we're gonna
Now
hold on
listen,
to this.
in Katie's defense, Justin Trudeau is a very attractive man, in my opinion.
I think they're both weird.
Oh yeah. Well, and especially like watching him sing Firework at her show and the gave off Maddie Healy vibes at the Eras Tour. Just a lot for me. I
But
felt some
also,
trauma
I
coming
don't know
back.
if he fit in with like the normal politicians.
Well, yeah, but he didn't fit in at the concert wearing his t-shirt and jeans.
No.
I was like, this feels wrong.
No.
Like, what are we
It
doing?
gives me like Gavin Newsom vibes where like I'm in politics just so people know my name and my picture gets taken. But like
Yeah,
I don't actually know how to do the job. But like that's the vibe I get.
It kind of like I don't really know what else I would be doing, so this seems
Yeah.
to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Listen,
I
why
mean,
not?
hey, go have fun together. Like,
Yeah.
are y'all a weird couple? Yeah. Yeah. But pretty much like everyone she's ever started dating, I was like, oh, that's weird. Like when she got with Orlando Bloom, I thought, that's a weird pairing.
Yes,
But
I
it
thought
seemed
that
to
was
work.
odd.
Now, we've never known Justin Trudeau with anyone other than his wife. So now if I compare her to Katy Perry, this is very odd.
Yeah. Doesn't
She's
fit.
very like conservative, put together, no weirdness. Seems like she's like dull as a piece of paper.
Right.
So I don't know. Really excited to see what happens with this, though. Personally,
Yeah. I feel like we're never gonna get statements from either camp, but we will get a bunch of photos.
oh yeah, I feel like this is going to be like publicity central, and they're both going to really feed into it.
Yes.
So, switching gears to things that used to be publicity central but doesn't seem to be currently. Taylor talk. We've had no sightings.
Listen, she's just hibernating, getting ready for the season.
Now, what we have now. Oh wait, we had already had that happen. Couple of things in the Kelsey world. Very sad news. Ed Kelsey's longtime, well, not long time. I mean, long time since he and Donna split. Partner Maureen passed away last week at the end of the week. Very sad. I don't like to think about Ed being sad or alone. So,
No. And she
but
had,
I have to admit, the immature side of me did wonder. Will we get a sighting at the funeral? I know I shouldn't, Becca. I know I shouldn't. Don't judge me. I feel your judgment. But did you wonder too?
I actually didn't.
Okay, so there again, she loves to be the better one of the two of us. That's fine. It's fine. I can
No.
admit my issues.
I guess I'm a little surprised. I'm not surprised that it came out in the media, but I don't know. I think if I was the family, maybe I would have halted on an obituary or something just so there wasn't any kind of media circus because you never know what somebody's going to do or try and get photos of, or you just never know.
Well, back when Taylor was with Joe Alwyn, his uncle passed away, and there are videos of like literally mid-service of her with him at the funeral, them holding hands and her like consoling him. First of all, I think that's terrible. So I don't need that. I don't need anything. I hope that Ed can grieve in privacy, but I do just wonder. Of course, because I'm that person. But I did see a statistic today I was going to share with you. This is crazy because it does lead to the second topic with Taylor. UMG, so the Universal Music Group, who is her distributing partner, not label. It's a very confusing thing. This year, with her lack of releases, has suffered a $16 billion with a B dollar decrease in profit, and their statement says that it literally can be tied to her hiatus.
That's wild.
It's literally insane.
That one person can have that much effect.
So I'm just saying. Anyway, there are a lot of rumors, of course, going around. They really hit a fever pitch this weekend. I don't know why. I'm always curious as to why. Because there's been rumors for a lot of this year that she was going to be making some announcement in September. So that's not new. But for some reason this weekend it hit a fever pitch. It was everywhere I was on the internet. So I don't know why. I'm always curious as to why that happens. Is it planned? I don't know. But something else I was going to bring up that's not in the notes because I only saw it today. This will not scare you. Joseph Kahn, that did a lot of her music videos.
Yes.
He was being interviewed by somebody recently, and apparently King of My Heart, when they were doing the Reputation music videos, which he did a lot of, they had a full video. It was supposed to be the lead single, and she had a whole video. They just need like finishing touches on it, and at the last second, she changed her mind and went for Ready for It.
Oh.
And they had to shoot a whole new video.
Okay, but release it. Just let us see it.
Why must we hold out on us?
Right.
We've been very faithful.
Stuff, and it's ready to go.
I mean, we could spruce it up if we needed to, but
A breadcrumb. Just give us a breadcrumb. If you're not,
I'm just real curious what that video would have been like. He said there were a lot of personal visual effects in it.
What do you think?
So I'm guessing that's probably why that will never see the light of day now. But yeah, because I think that's
can't
King of My
CGI
Heart.
over somebody's face.
I could, so I'm just saying. So I don't know. That happened. Other than that, though, we really have no Taylor news. Now, we are breathing down the neck of football season. We've had our first preseason game.
And we got a ton this weekend coming
Yeah,
up.
we do. I did make my second appearance at Chiefs training camp. I did not go live because this time, as I promised, so I do apologize for those of you who were waiting with bated breath. But typically, it's just Judd and I that go. This time, I had 6 bonus children with me, so
That's too much.
your girl couldn't do it. It was, first of all, it was 285 degrees. They needed a drink and a cone of ice every 3 minutes. We had to hit the pro shop. Everyone needed something. Aaron told me as I was leaving the house. Aaron said, "Hey, don't spend a lot of money because we're going to Arkansas this weekend." Check, got it, boss. Get home. Why did you spend $400? Listen, a lot of things happened, okay? Everyone needed something. Then I got to the checkout counter. I thought everyone had one thing. I got to the checkout counter, and some children kept putting things, and I was like, but it was very stressful, lots of people, and so I was just like, here's my credit card. I don't know what's happening.
No is not in your vocabulary, so.
No, I've not learned that one yet. Becca's trying real hard.
You need me to go with you. Because I'd have been like, regroup, let's go back.
So, as I was sitting sweltering to death at training camp, I thought to myself, if I start planning it now, I could get you to come to training camp for a day or two next year.
That's possible.
If I start now, it gives you a year.
That's true.
So I may look into this. But let's see, my notes from training camp this time. First of all, if Sky Moore makes the 53-man roster, every year you guys know I'm totally against him. But I did talk to a gentleman next to me. I got, me. My mother made over is what I've realized. And it's really starting
to everybody.
Yeah. Well, they start talking to me. I think I have that vibe.
You do.
Because this is what happens, especially at sporting events. And this is not sexist, but it may come across this way. But I do think that men around me watch me, and not because they're looking at me, but they just are like, oh, it's a woman who seems to really understand what's happening and is really actually invested. Let me start talking. It has nothing to do with looks or anything like that. This is what happened. Again,
we just look like we got a lot of knowledge here.
Yeah. Well, and so this is what happened was there was a play, and Judd was standing next to me, and Judd is learning a new position at tight end and linebacker. Linebacker specifically is hard for him for some reason. He's really good at it, but so anyway, I was telling Judd, I said, Drew Tranquil, I said, keep your eyes on the white 23 jersey and watch how he shoots up the middle because he's staring at Patrick's eyes. So the guy heard me say that, and I think he thought, oh, she knows what she's talking about.
She's got a clue here.
Because he did. So anyway, we got to talking, and I said, I just, with Sky Moore. And he said, you and everybody here. And he said, but we can't cut him.
What?
Sir, why? I've been calling for this for 2 years. He said,
what did you know that we
still on the rookie deal? And I said, but is that the real truth? Do we know for certain that if you're on a rookie deal, we can't cut you? What if you suck?
I feel like
he does.
Can't we cut you, but we just have to pay you out?
I don't know. He said it's not possible. But he did tell me something that I had not really seen. But again, my phone was listening. And now I'm seeing it everywhere. Are you familiar with Josh Williams on the defense?
Yeah.
Joshua Williams from North Carolina. He's always like on all the social media, and he's really funny. Now, he didn't go to North Carolina, but he's from the state of North Carolina. Skinny guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
real
yeah.
funny. Okay. He said he thinks he's getting cut. I was like, what is your intel? And he's like, oh, I don't know, whatever. Anyway, depth chart came out today. He's number 4 on the cornerbacks. The last one. So, listen, are we going to get rid of him and keep Sky Moore? I can't. Because,
Okay.
what are we doing?
So per Google, because I just asked, it says, yes, a rookie NFL player can be cut from the 53-man roster, even if they were recently drafted or signed as an undrafted free agent. Teams can release players during the final roster cuts before the regular season or at any point during the season.
Now, is that saying, though, a rookie or someone who's not like a...
It says, yes,
like, I know...
a rookie NFL player.
But he's not a rookie NFL player. He's just still on his rookie deal. So the different Google search, Becca.
My bad.
Jeez. Gosh, false reporting as usual.
Hold on, I'm going to update this.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm waiting because we have lately, if we've done some...
Says,
Oh, what's
yes, NFL teams can cut players on rookie contracts from their 53-man roster.
Okay, then Brett, what are we doing, sir?
Yeah. It says,
I will say, this was my first time to ever see Brett Veach at training camp. I'm sure he's been there every time, and I've just not know. I mean, I don't know. He may
probably
not
just
go.
mixes in with all the coaches.
Yeah, I did see him this time. He was on his cell phone the whole time. I was like, shouldn't you be watching? Maybe that's the problem. Get off your phone and watch this
Sure.
dude.
Let me give you a list of who you need to be paying attention to.
If I could have got to him. I will say Sky was dealing with, they said, a hamstring issue. I don't know. I think he's like, I suck. And
Spot between the practice squad and the active roster.
I just can't with him.
No.
Anyway. Okay, here's what I'm going to tell you, though. Me and old dude next to me had this conversation. I'm real concerned about our quarterback situation.
Our backup quarterback situation.
Well, yeah, I'm not concerned with Patrick. Good
Okay.
Lord.
I was just
No, I'm terrified. I am absolutely terrified. So the practice this time, I don't know if it's because it was blazing hot. So the first string didn't do as much. We saw a lot of the second and third string. I feel real good about our second string receivers. Like, that stuff is all going really well. The line looked fine. Everything looks good. But I'm going to tell you, we are in a pickle if something happens to Patrick.
I don't understand why.
I mean, literally the best we've got is Bailey Zappi. And, like, that is not something I would rest my hat on.
No.
And it's like he said, what you and I have been saying, what are we doing? Carson Wentz is still available. What are we doing?
Yeah. Go back.
Okay, because it was, y'all, bad. Real bad. Like, could not hit a 10-foot pole.
I can't
like, right in
imagine
front of me.
Carson was that expensive to keep.
Well, and especially now, he's probably not asking much of it. He's like, hey, I'm bored. Or
Right. I just want a team talk.
got this new, like, outdoor channel thing going on. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't look good. Harrison Butker, I had a moment with Harrison Butker.
He's usually solid.
Okay.
Is he not solid?
So, a friend of ours, another adult friend of ours went with us. Long story as to who he is. But anyway, he went with us. So he and I are sitting at the top of the bleachers. We're right behind the field goal post. Well, Harrison's doing his thing, right? Mm-hmm. So he kicks one and it lands next to him. I was like, wake up, you could have caught that. He was like, oh my God, like I didn't even know it was coming. Partially because we were so high up, like you don't realize the velocity. And here's how I know. Because then Harrison backs up another 10, 15 yards, right?
Okay.
Comes straight to me. And I feel it coming. I'm like, it's coming. So I throw my phone down. I get my hands ready. I'm super ready. It hits my hands. Falls. Guy down below me, 2 rows down. He gets it. So, but they made him throw it back. And let me tell you, it's probably best that I didn't because I'd have been like, no.
Yeah, I'm not throwing it back. Thank you so much.
He threw it back, but I wouldn't have. Let me tell you that my hand right here on this part of my hand literally hurt for the rest of the day. That's how hard they're kicking.
That's crazy.
But also, I almost caught it. And what if I had? Because everyone would have gone crazy and I would have gotten attention.
100%. And you would have
Yeah.
swept it all up.
Oh, I would have given autographs. It would have been a whole thing. But I almost caught it. Harrison looks good. I think he's not doing... Do you remember how last year, him getting hurt, he would do that thing when he would kick where it was almost like he went down to one knee?
Yes.
He's not doing that anymore at all.
Oh, interesting.
Which, remember when he came back from injury, he stopped doing it because I think that's probably what led to the injury. And so he was a little off. He wasn't as good as normal. He seemed back in working order.
Okay.
They did cut. So, we had Matt Arazia as our punter, the punt god, if you
Yeah.
will. But then they brought somebody else in.
Yes.
They ended up cutting that guy the day we were at training camp. So he was on the field and then he wasn't.
And then he was.
And I was like, oh, like it
I
happens.
would not handle that well.
I was like, oh, it happens in real time. Oh, okay.
Listen, you show up to work and work out, and now you're going to cut me? No.
And it's hot outside. You've got to be kidding me.
The whole day.
But Punt God looked back in working order. I never understood why we were bringing somebody else in. He was one of the best ones anyway. He looked good. I will say, and I've been down on him, Pacheco looked really good.
Okay.
He was running with that angry run.
We're a little concerned about that.
Yeah. He was running with that angry run again, where it's almost like he's doing high knee action.
Okay.
And then I think you had sent me the article where they were lining him up as a receiver.
Yep.
They did a lot of that. Now, I will say they did a lot of that with him, the second string. So I don't know, but there were a lot of plays, and I mean, he's got good hands. So I don't know. We'll see. Far and away, again, Travis was everywhere, never walking. The haircut looks
so much better.
so good. Last night, Aaron said to me, I think you have a thing for tight ends. And I was like, just one.
Just one.
That
haircut
he just,
on him. Just when you find what works, don't leave it.
I will say, though, his tan lines from the long hair are pretty significant. But he looked as stunning as usual. But I'm giving the award for my summer at training camp. Rashee Rice is, I know we're going to miss a couple games, but as he said, we can only control what we can control.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he looks amazing.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Xavier Worthy.
The NFL is going to come down with whatever their punishment is. Why
are they doing this to
had
us?
that in the barrel, locked and loaded, ready to go.
I mean, it's not like we haven't had a year to plan for this. I don't know. I've seen now where it seems like the media here is thinking 2 games. That feels light for the NFL, but I also think this delay is like weird too. So I don't know.
I think given that I don't think there were injuries on this one, if I remember correctly.
I mean, nobody died.
And it's not a domestic violence. I think.
No, I mean, we have let some people back in for some crazier things. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel like 2 games is sufficient. If Roger Goodell wants our input.
I'm sure he does too. Worthy looks good. This time, and I don't know, it could have just been again the plays they were doing. Hollywood didn't do very much at this one. So I don't know. I still think they're trying to figure out what to do with Hollywood because, we only got kind of like half a season with him. He doesn't have that chemistry. I'm telling you, it's real obvious that Rashee spends a lot of time in the summer in Texas with Patrick. Their timing is just impeccable.
Which, I mean, why wouldn't you? If Patrick is saying, hey, I'm doing practices here, you guys come, I'm going.
They had, they've added some new things. They had it, and I'm not breaking news here. It's clearly on the internet. But he threw a touchdown behind his back.
I saw that.
And I was like,
As you do.
I mean, so that was impressive. They are letting him run a lot more right now, which really makes me nervous.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, defense looks really good. So, I mean, overall,
Okay.
I think we're ready.
Okay.
Well,
who's
did
not
you
ready?
watch? Who?
The Detroit Lions.
Yeah, the Detroit Lions. Now, listen, I really was surprised Dan Campbell came and crapped the bed like this.
Shocked.
It was real bad. And now, listen, preseason games, you're seeing your second, your third string. Right. But as we know, and as the Lions know all too well, pun intended, like your best players can go down at any given moment.
Well, yeah, here's the thing. Preseason games, I'm not expecting anybody to come out and run the score up. I'm not expecting to see crazy impressive plays because you're right. It's pretty much second, third string players out there. What you don't expect is the Detroit Lions to come out and completely crap the bed.
I mean, it was terrible.
The quarterback couldn't find anybody on the field.
And so I worry, too, for them, for a Lions fan. What happens when Jared Goff goes down?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
just hope he sucks it up and plays the rest of the year?
I don't know. It was something. Listen, with the Chargers, I mean, people were really up in arms about how good they looked. Guys, calm down.
Listen,
It's the
Trey Lance
preseason.
was just having a night.
But also, I could just never get behind Jim Harbaugh. I just can't do it.
No.
Now, I tell you who's also not having a real great summer. It's Mr. Jerry Jones. Now, listen, he's always having a great summer because he's really, really rich and he owns a yacht. But Micah Parsons is, in my opinion, you can disagree as you do, but in my opinion, is the most talented person on their roster.
I could agree with that.
Maybe CeeDee Lamb, but I still think I'm going Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
He wants out. He's like, you know what? I've tried. We've done all these things. I'm out. I want to trade. Now, this is very weird to me. He says I want to trade, but he's still showing up to the training camp. Now, he's not working out, but he's there.
Well, because I'm sure he gets fined if he's not there.
Yeah, which, I mean, I guess it's kind of like when you put in your 2-week notice at work. I mean, you still have to show up. But he wants out.
He comes out and says he wants out. Do you truly want out, or are you hoping that will kickstart some negotiations again because it's died off?
Well, I tell you what it has kickstarted is quite the shit show on Twitter with Des Bryant.
Yeah.
So if you're not familiar with Des Bryant, this is probably not the show for you. But if you're not, he was a very, very talented wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys back in early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
He had a rocky start. Okay, he had some issues. Now, he did get arrested for hitting his mom. Okay, so things happen. But anyway, his agent, which I had forgotten this part, his agent when he was in the NFL was none other than Mr. Jay-Z.
Okay.
If you had forgotten. Rock Nation was his agent. So anyway, Dez is real pissed about what Jerry Jones is doing with Micah Parsons. And apparently he's got some tea that he's like real ready to spill on the Jones family. And he's pretty much said that like if they don't do right by Micah, he's going to spill the tea. And here's what I got to tell you. I am ready and set for it. Let's hear it. Yeah. Let's go, bro. Because he's like, everybody made me out to be the villain. But apparently there's way more to the story tea involved with the Jones family and the debacle with his mother.
Which I don't think is an unbelievable statement.
Oh, no. You know they had something to do with all this. So I
just keep wondering, like, for years we knew that, like, the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders were not being paid a livable wage, and you're asking them to do all of these things. So that was in talks for years. This year, apparently they all got like a 75% increase in their salary. Fantastic. That was a long time coming.
Props to you. Yeah.
When they're doing Dax extensions, when they did CeeDee Lambs, like you drag these big ones out, and so you show that you don't care about your players at all. At what point does it finally get to a point where we're like, you know what? We no longer care about this family or this, like, this is not the team you want to go play for. This is not the team you want to support because, like, at what point does the Jones family realize we can't keep doing this?
Well, here's the thing. I actually don't blame the Jones family anymore. I blame Cowboys fans.
Okay.
First of all, y'all are really obnoxious. But second of all, like, y'all are emboldening them to do this. Because you still show up. You still buy the jerseys. And half the jerseys y'all are buying, those players aren't there anymore.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you're still selling out Emmitt Smith jerseys, Troy Aikman, Ezekiel Elliott. None of these people are there. Gone. So, what is wrong with y'all? If y'all quit showing up, they quit making money.
Well, I do think, because you bring up a great point on that, they offer such great experiences for fans to come into the facility, which is not good for the players and not good for the team because they're not allowed to focus and do their job. But because you allow all of these things, players are like, I don't get this anywhere else. The facility is nice. They do so many events. But I do wonder once Jerry passes and his sons take over the helm, here's the thing. I think they're all jerks. Mm-hmm. I don't think that his sons have the confidence to say the things that Jerry does. Now, Charlotte does. But she's on the marketing, merchandising side. So I'll be interested to see that.
Micah and Des both, in some of their stuff this weekend on social media, have said that they were dealing directly with Stephen Jones.
Yes.
That they were not even dealing with Jerry. So,
But Jerry tried to trick Micah into a meeting.
Yeah, so I don't know. But you know the problem too, it's the 90s. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Because so many people grew up as Cowboys fans because in the 90s they won everything.
Yeah.
Funny story, this weekend I'm with the boys. They have this game where they love they can do this with me. So they like stand on the side of the pool and I ask them trivia questions. They can pick NFL or NBA, and if like you miss it, somebody can push you in, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, one of the kids with us is a huge Cowboys fan. Huge, because
Okay.
his dad is a huge fan, right? So I said, okay, name me two players from the 90s Cowboys that won the Super Bowls. He couldn't do it. And he also said they won a Super Bowl, and I was like, Lord. But see, I think that's the problem. We're going to have to wait till these kids are old enough to not spend money on the Cowboys,
Right.
and then we'll be rid of them.
Right. Yeah. Because these kids will pick different teams because they'll have also watched college and they'll follow somebody else.
But I think, too, like players, they grew up being Cowboys fans. There's tons of players you've heard say whenever they got drafted somewhere else, well, I grew up a Cowboys fan, but, whatever. But ain't nothing to be a fan of today. I sure wouldn't want to play there.
Nope.
Now, the other one that I actually find way more confusing, I think it makes total sense why Micah wants to leave. I'm scared of him leaving because some of the destinations don't bode well for us.
Right. It's a little worrisome.
Allegedly, he would love to be an Eagle, which I think there's no bigger shot you can take at the Jones family than to become an Eagle. And we all know that they spend money that we don't understand how.
Right.
So
It really
that
is a
terrifies
poor
me.
choice.
I don't like that at all. But
Yeah.
Terry McLaurin has asked to be traded from the Commanders. Now, we knew he was in contract negotiation, whatevers. But he's now demanding a trade. And this one, I do not understand why you want to leave because they are on the cusp of something real good. But again, we get back to, do you want to make money or do you want to ring?
Yes, exactly. There are times, listen, you guys are making a ton of money. What's an extra,
Yeah.
and depending on where you go, an extra 1-2 million, you might actually make less with taxes.
Taxes? Well, but here's what I've heard this morning. Apparently there is a conversation going on, and why the Commanders would do this, I do not know. There is a conversation happening between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington Commanders for Tyreek Hill.
No, guys.
Why would you go after Tyreek Hill? Why would anyone?
No.
But for Terry, he would save on state taxes.
He would, and Miami could use him, but
Oh, yeah. But also, what are you going to do when Tua's hurt? I mean, Quinn Ewers is... So I read an article today that was saying Quinn Ewers was exposing the first-string Miami defense. And I was
I
like,
saw
well,
that too, and I was like,
that's not good.
no.
That's not good.
But also not surprising because we know
No.
he struggled.
No. And I mean, if I'm the Commanders, I don't understand why you're not paying Terry because that leaves wide receiver 1 as Deebo Samuel, who apparently is actually injured right now, and they were trying to hide it. And it came out in an interview accidentally over the weekend, which, first of all, is illegal in the NFL.
Yeah.
But second of all, who knows when he's going to get mad and he's going to get hurt.
Right. Yeah.
I don't
we
understand
don't
not
work
paying
that out.
him.
Yeah.
Somebody
That's
needs
either
to
money or like personal issue. I don't know, but
Maybe he and Jaden Daniels' mother don't get along because apparently you can't get anywhere near that dude without his mother. So
listen, Mama does need to take a step back.
she's at every press conference he does.
I mean, she's his agent.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know. It feels very unhealthy.
It's a
It
lot.
feels like a documentary coming in about 3 to 6 years.
Like, I get that she's his agent, so she does need to be there. And I love that. I love when you have a family member that's your agent because they truly do have your best interest. But I do
Usually.
think that there are times where she needs to not be in the video. Like,
Maybe like when you
Gotta let
go
it
to
grow up.
her, yeah, maybe like when you go to your alleged girlfriend's birthday party that you're throwing, maybe when you're dancing with her, maybe your mom's not standing right there. It's weird.
yeah. Like,
Weird, bro.
she can't be your date to, like, the SBs and all this stuff. Like, it's gotta,
Real weird, bro. Especially when you have like a really talented, beautiful alleged girlfriend. So
yeah.
I don't know, it's weird. So something we've both been sad to watch, and I'm not understanding, is Desmond Watson, defensive tackle. He got drafted by the Bucks from Florida. He's 6'6", 449, 450.
Uh-huh.
But they have said they will not let him practice until he loses weight. So this poor boy, who's very large, I admit,
Very big dude.
walks the sidelines during practice in the Tampa Heat. I mean, first of all, I can't imagine he hasn't lost weight doing that, just sweating.
I mean,
But
he lost because I want to say he played at 464 in Florida.
but what I don't understand is like you were not oblivious to this fact. I would hope not.
Well,
Like,
there was some, and I should have paid attention. It was some previous NFL player because there was like a headline like that people were feeling bad about this guy, and
I mean, it's sad to watch.
like reposted, and he was like, "There's nothing to feel sad about here." He knew he needed to be in shape to play in the NFL, and I was like, "Okay, but like, here's my thing: why are you walking the sidelines? Go lift some weights. Go something." But I looked it up because I was like, I mean, defensive tackles are big dudes because their job is to tackle you.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, don't you want them to be big? And so then I was like, well, what's the average size of a defensive tackle? So I looked it up.
Oh.
6'6", 449 pounds. The average size of a defensive tackle in the NFL is 6'3", 310 to 315 pounds.
Oh, so he's like
So he's,
very overweight.
yeah.
But you knew that.
Right, when you drafted him, you understood that.
And even if you had said, like, you need to lose a little weight, okay, but to get from where he is, or if he was at 460 to get down to, like, 330, that's
A lot.
That's like you had to have bariatric surgery.
Right. And then he came.
I don't understand. I mean, does this mean, like, they could cut him?
I'm sure. I mean, if you can't play, if they haven't been able to see you, you're not making a 53-man cut. Maybe they'll move him to practice squad. I would be interested to know, like, what realistic number were you wanting him to get down to before the season started? Because you're right, that's going from 449, where he supposedly currently is, to down to even 400. That's a huge ask. To get him down to even potentially around 330, 350.
I don't even think that's plausible in the amount of time you have. Literally, unless you had some sort of surgery, that's not plausible.
No. So I'm sure he's...
Like when season starts. Like if you gave him a year, maybe.
Yeah. So I don't
Makes
know.
me wonder, though, if there's like some underlying health issue that hasn't been reported that maybe they didn't know till he showed up for his like physical or whatever. But I think they would have to declare that he's failed the physical. But maybe, I don't know. The whole thing is very weird.
It is weird. It is weird.
Before we leave sports, I will say that the CBS preseason coaches poll came out this morning for college football.
Okay.
Are you interested in the top 10?
Sure.
Okay. I'll start at number 10.
This across all conferences?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Let me see if there's anything noteworthy between 11 and 25. I mean, South Carolina's in there. Outside of that, nothing's really all that weird. But inside the 10, number 10, Miami. We really think Carson Beck's going to show up and do something big? Okay.
Got it.
Number 9 is LSU.
Okay.
Number 8 is Alabama. So I feel like they have more confidence than you do, which is...
Okay, good for them. They need that confidence.
Yeah. Number 7 is Oregon, which I don't know who is replacing Dylan Gabriel, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know who is.
Number 6 is Clemson. So they're really drinking the Kool-Aid on Cade Kubernick.
I think that they'll have a good year.
Yeah. 5 is Notre Dame. Again, I don't know who's replacing Riley Leonard, but we do know like everybody and their dogs NFL son is coming there. So
yeah.
4 is Georgia.
Okay.
I guess that's asterisk if everyone stays out of jail. Number 3 is Penn State.
Okay, I've been reading a few things where they think they're just going to come out guns blazing this year.
Didn't know. Number 2 is Ohio State.
Ugh.
And number 1 is Texas Longhorns.
Not surprising.
So, yeah, 11 through 20, just quickly, is Arizona State.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with them.
No.
Illinois, I hate to see them succeed because their coach is Brett Bielema and he screwed Arkansas over. Whatever. 13 is South Carolina, 14 Michigan, 15 Ole Miss. I don't know who's replacing Jackson Dart. 16 is SMU, 17 is Florida, 18 Tennessee, 19 Indiana. I still can't believe we're still talking about Indiana. Y'all, they proved last year that was a joke.
Yeah.
20 is Northwestern.
Okay.
Come on. 21 is Texas A&M, 22 Iowa State, 23 Brigham Young, 24 Texas Tech, and at 25 Boise State.
Okay. Just a few of those
So,
seem odd, but not too bad.
Of no surprise, Arkansas did not make the list.
Well, there you go.
I mean, as you do. So that is upon us. and we are excited about that. Are you ready to answer some questions? Because we do have a lot of sports questions today.
Yes, let's get to it.
I'll start with them, so I'll go a little out of order.
Okay.
Okay, this is from Mathis. History tells us that one of the 2024 QBs will be a bust. Who will it be? So your options are Bo Nix, Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy, Drake May, Michael Penix Jr., or Jaden Daniels.
Well, I think no surprise who I'm going to pick is going to be Caleb Williams.
We did see some videos throwing a bit of a temper tantrum, but like
Yeah.
people that seemed surprised by that video, I'm like, did the fingernail polish not give it away? Like,
Well, but also did his play the last few years not give it away? I don't.
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
He
and I
did.
did see in his training camp videos. I mean, he made some good throws, but he also throws a lot of what I call, a lot of people call like hospital throws, like where you're throwing it where you know your receiver's about to get blindside killed.
Yes.
To Romeo Donahue, or however you say his name, his best receiver. A lot of those against, and I'm like, wow, we're doing that in training camp. That's
Right.
Because okay, then what do you do when he gets hurt?
And
what we
also,
gonna do?
I feel like his eyes give him away. Even watching on the TV, I know exactly where you're throwing. If I know where you're going, the defense knows where you're going.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, I mean, I think Bo Nix, I have bitter feelings towards him, but I do think he's coming on. I think the Broncos are going to be pretty good.
okay, he was my second because I thought
Really?
I fizzled this year.
Okay, I wouldn't hate to see it, but J.J. McCarthy looks good in training camp. We don't know what he's going to look like against a true NFL defense. Will he
Right.
stay healthy? I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. If he can stay healthy, I mean, you have Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison will be back from suspension eventually. Like,
They can get it
you can make some passes.
right.
Drake May is the one that worries me. I want him to do well.
Well, he looked decent last year, but you've got all new coaching staff this year that's really bought into the Patriot way. And you've also got Will Campbell that you picked up in the draft. I think that they're going to have a really good season this year.
But who's he throwing it to besides, Hunter Henry at tight end?
Listen, we'll find some guys. We'll get it there.
Is it Stephon Diggs? Is that what has the most you? That's it? Okay. Michael Penix Jr., who you remember I loved at Washington State.
Yes.
And then Jaden Daniels. I definitely do not think it's going to be Jaden. Now, Jaden may have a slump, but he's not going to be a bust.
Do we think that Penix is going to get to play this year, or do you think they're going to start Kirk?
I don't know. And can you define someone as a bust if they don't start?
No, I'm just saying, like, do you think we'll get to see him play much?
They haven't said anything yet, have they, as to who their starter is?
No, I mean, he finished out their 2024 season because they benched Cousins, but I don't think that they've come out and said who their starter is.
I don't know.
Season.
I think, like, just based on your rosters alone, which has very little to do with just the quarterback, I think it's got to either be Caleb or Michael, though, because just, like, the Falcons, like, I like Michael Penix, but who's he going to throw it to? I mean, they've been shopping Kyle Pitts, their tight end, for 2 years now. He's probably the best player they got. I mean,
Yeah.
Caleb, so I'm going to go Caleb because he's the only one that we know of those two as a known starter.
Yeah.
Who is his backup?
I don't know who the backup is in.
I promise y'all we know what we're talking about. But anyway, yeah, that's interesting that you were thinking about Bo Nix. You think they're going to have a slump? I mean, I hope so. As a Chiefs
I
fan.
don't think they're going to be quite as on this year as they were last year.
I'm afraid it's going to be the opposite.
Tyson Bagent is the backup.
Sorry, I've never even heard that name.
Nope. The team also has Case Keenum as a potential
He's still playing?
third string.
I swear to you, he was with the Houston Texans in 2001. Like,
He's 37 years old.
I mean, it's plausible. That's crazy. Wow, what a terrible quarterback room.
Yeah, that's not great.
That is
Like,
startling.
He was
I'm
drafted
surprised Ben Johnson wouldn't go find, like,
in 2012.
good gracious.
My man. Hey, listen, get you that.
Hang on for a paycheck, bro. I mean, at that rate, he really could get in.
Yeah. Listen, this might be his year.
This could be Case Keenum's year. God, that'd be something. Okay, I'm jumping around here. From Leo, football, football, football. Give us your top 5 predictions for this season of football, college or NFL or both.
Okay.
What you got?
I think the 49ers are going to struggle again this year.
Okay.
Which I think is going to end Shanahan's tenure as their head coach. I don't think that Tua is going to play a full season. I think we're going to get to see Quinn Ewers play quite a bit, which I'm real pumped about.
Well, that's a big statement from you, Miss Alabama.
I know. Listen, I just don't think Tua plays smart.
No, it's not good for his health. We all need him to quit.
Well, not just that, but like you're not playing smart, so you're putting your team at a disadvantage every single year. And I don't love that. I don't think that that's what a quarterback should be doing.
Yeah.
I do think that we're going to see more rookies be successful this year than we ever have before in the NFL. I think it's going to be the year of the rookies. I think the Patriots are going to have a winning season under Mike Vrabel, and that's probably a big statement to make.
That is a big statement, but okay.
For some reason, I think...
You really believe in the Stephon Diggs drama is all I can say.
Well, I don't love him, but I just think when you brought in this whole coaching staff that's like former players, former coaches, like they've brought in a big way. And I think that Mike Vrabel has something to prove this year because you hurt his feelings when he got like... Not like all that. So I think he's coming with a vengeance. I don't think that the Detroit Lions are going to make the playoffs this year. I don't even think they'll get close. So.
Oh. I have to think about that. Okay.
Yeah. That's my only spicy one in all of that, I think. But yeah, what are your top?
Yeah, I mean, that is something. Okay, well, I don't know if this is, I hate to make this prediction because I don't wish ill on anyone. I do not think Christian McCaffrey will play a whole season.
I don't think that's a crazy statement.
I'm not wishing ill on him. I just don't see it. Like, I think that there was probably a lot of people that were telling him last season, like, this is it. And I think that's why he went to a whole nother country to get treatment. And not like India, like he went to Germany. So I think I think there were probably very prominent people telling him like it's time to hang it up.
Yeah.
I am going to predict that the Chiefs are going to the Super Bowl again. And apparently that's a spicy take. So many commentators are saying like they won't win the AFC West, blah, 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 blah.
I've seen that a lot. I've seen that everybody thinks the Bills are going to be on it this year and clean the house. My third prediction is I do not think that the Bills will be in the top 3 of the AFC. Ooh.
I think it's spicy, and I know the feeling based on your expression right then.
That's spicy.
But I don't know. Anyways, that's my third one.
Okay.
My fourth one is I think Arch Manning is going to win the Heisman Trophy.
I think that's a high probability.
We'll see people. I think a lot of people think that's spicy.
Who else is going to do it?
Well, I mean, valid point, but there's a lot of people that think he's like overrated.
Well, but I think that's just because of his last name, and I think people just get jealous of like, you just got here because of your name. And in all of his work that he's done and all the interviews he's given, he is not hanging his hat on that name at all.
No, yeah, I agree. And then my fifth one, and I think this could be spicy. I may be spicy all over. I don't know. I think the New York Giants are going to have a winning season.
Okay. Well, I don't know if that's spicy so much as shocking.
Valid.
Like, Dayball really hopes that they do.
Well, listen, I'm not saying Russell Wilson's like, I mean, I don't even know if Russell Wilson is like Hall of Fame material. I don't know. Some of the names I've seen this weekend for this year's class, I'm like, really? But I do think that he's good enough.
Well, and I think you have a room full of quarterbacks because you got Jameis Winston and you've got, why did his name just leave me?
Jackson Dart
in that quarterback room. And so I don't think that Russell's going into that quarterback room constantly feeling like he's in competition. I would imagine that those three work together really well, encouraging each other, helping each other read plays, and going over everything. So I do wonder if this will be the year where it's just like, hey, we just get to go out here and play football. I don't have to worry about the noise and all that stuff. Let's just go play and have fun. Maybe that makes
Well, and I think for Russell too, like, when he left Denver, or when he left Seattle, I'm sorry, he probably should have retired, in my opinion. It's kind of like the Brett Favre syndrome, like, hang
yeah,
it up while you're ahead. So I think the Denver thing was just a disaster from the get-go for
that was
him.
bad.
And so I think now he can just like go have fun, because I think even with the Steelers there was too much pressure on him to bring back a dynasty to Pittsburgh, which just wasn't going to happen.
Hmm.
And so I think now he can just go have fun and just be Russell. I think Jameis brings like a calm, even though he's like funny and like all. I think he
Right.
brings like a calm like presence, and then I think Jackson is hungry and talented.
So it makes Russell feel good.
Also, like just now when we were just talking about like who's the Bears' backup, like there's a real downfall in a lot of teams this season in the quarterback room. And even if Jameis had to come into the game, like he's just out having fun now.
Right.
Like, and I just think when that pressure's off, and then if he were to go down for some reason, Jackson's so hungry and talented that I'm like, there's so many teams, Chiefs included, that I'm like, God, if our starter goes down, like we're gonna be in a real pickle.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's my theory.
Okay. I would
We'll
hate to see that. I would like to see them have a better year this year.
Yeah. Okay, the other sports one we have from Hector. Which Chiefs rookie will have the biggest, fastest impact on the team this season?
I liked this question. Um, I'm I'm gonna go Josh Simmons on this. He's
Hmm.
offensive tackle. I
Yeah.
think if I remember reading correctly on the depth chart, he's starting for them.
Yeah, he is starting.
So, I mean, that's one of our biggest needs. We needed to protect Patrick's blind side. So, if he can get out there and really improve that protection, I think that's going to make a huge difference, and that will be a huge impact on the team.
Yeah. I also went with Josh. I think he's really talented. I think we are so lucky he fell where he fell, and it was because he was coming off an injury.
Yep.
And that spot, especially once we traded Joe Thuney to the Bears, which I still don't understand, but Brett didn't call me about that one either. Yeah, I went with him as well. I do think that there is a drastic fall off this season at tight end behind Travis and Noah. And we've got a bunch of rookies that are very unproven. Jared Wiley's coming off of an ACL injury too. So
Yeah.
there's always the potential for them. Now, if Travis keeps up the stamina he's had through training camp, we're not going to need anybody. But
Good.
there's always the potential for someone to come on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's got to be Josh Simmons right now.
Okay.
Okay, switching gears, let's go entertainment here. This is from Wyatt. And I think we've had this very similar question before, but will Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Gracie Abrams, or any of the newer female artists ever surpass Taylor? Why or why not? And if so, who has the best chance?
Listen, I don't think so. But also, like, Taylor has gone multiple genres. So that has widened her base. She's been around for so long, so I feel like she has like our generation that has really enjoyed her, but because of when the Eras Tour fell, she's also got this whole new generation that's coming behind. I just don't know that anybody could ever get to that level that she is. Now, I do think that all of those women will have extremely successful careers.
Yeah.
To surpass Taylor, I just don't see it happening.
Well, and I think it depends, Wyatt. You didn't give us a lot of description like some people do. It depends on what you mean by surpass. Like, if you mean financially, first of all, no. No chance of Hades. I don't care how successful they are. But also because they don't really diversify themselves the way she does. They're also really young. We've talked about this before. We all know I love Gracie Abrams. And I will say, Gracie has been killing it on the festival
Yeah.
tours this summer. Like, her crowd at Lollapalooza before the storms hit was
Crazy.
literally insane. And her presence on stage is really developing. When she first started, like when she used to open for Olivia,
Mild.
yeah, she was like timid and almost made you uncomfortable. And she's really starting to own herself. But I have said for a long time, I think Gracie in her writing sense will be far more successful in that way than she is with her actual singing. But I don't know. Sabrina, I love Sabrina Carpenter. I think she's so fun, but
I don't think
I'm
she's gonna have the longevity.
yeah, I'm not saying she's a one hit wonder because
No.
I mean she's had more than one hit, but it's a very niche thing. And so
Right.
as she ages, I don't know that it brings the following. And then with Olivia, I know people love Olivia Rodrigo. It's just quite the following. I am just not a fan, and no, it does not have anything to do with the alleged beef between her and Taylor. It's just she's way too young for me. I feel like I should be like in Claire's in the mall getting my ears pierced.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so it's just, it doesn't do anything for me.
but I think that that also shows why Taylor has been so successful. Her music has matured as she has also.
Yeah.
She didn't play to a niche audience. She kind of just did her thing and we all followed because we also
Yeah.
were aging. So I think that that makes a difference as well.
I also think that I think Olivia writes a lot of her music as well. I don't think solely the way Taylor does, but I think Olivia does, and I think that Olivia gets messier in her lyrics and her songs than Taylor does. Now,
Yeah.
when you do the deep dives into Taylor's music, there's some
Messy.
messiness. Yeah. But also, as we've said with all of her songs, it can be taken 100 different ways. Olivia's music is is very
You know
like
exactly.
it's very obvious when she was Sabrina were beefing. Like it's very very obvious. So
Yeah.
she's another one that I don't know as she ages, like how that will transcend. So I no, I do not think any of them, and I don't think there is anyone else. I mean, people have asked us before about Chapel Roan. No,
Yeah.
I don't even think Chapel Roan's as popular today as she was 3 months ago. So like,
I think she might have been a one hit wonder.
yeah.
Here's the hoping.
Yeah, here's hoping. I did see where Olivia is apparently going to have an album come out like spring of next year. So I would assume then she and Taylor will be competing for, album of the year next year. Sabrina's new one comes out this month, right?
I
August?
think it comes out August, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard Gracie's going to put another one out pretty quick too. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I just think, yeah, I don't, now if I was to say if any of them have a chance, I would probably say Olivia because she has a pretty big following right now. But there's no chance.
Yeah. Yep.
But she'd be the closest, I guess. Anyway. I also thought it was funny that he didn't ask about Ariana Grande. Like, are we over it finally?
Oh, yeah. We're done.
Surely.
with her.
Okay, make sure everybody's on the right page now. Okay, this is from Haynes. There are rumors that there's a new My Best Friend's Wedding. Assuming it's not a sequel, who should play Julia Roberts and I think it's Dermot Mulroney? I had not heard this.
I had not heard this rumor either. So
Is it a sequel or is it like just a remake? Well, I guess you haven't heard yet
I
either.
have no idea. Yeah.
I knew nothing about this, so thank you, Haynes. We'll get on that.
So if
Well-
not a sequel, I
Yeah.
redo their and do Jennifer Lawrence. I think she might be okay as this character.
Okay, I'm surprised by that pick. You don't typically
I'm
go
not
to.
typically a her fan,
Yeah.
but there wasn't anybody else that I was like, no, I like that fit. So I'm gonna go Jennifer Lawrence on this. And then for Dermot's character, I'm gonna go Henry Golding. He was in Crazy Rich Asians,
Let me see if it's
the main
anything.
guy in that.
Oh, he's also the guy from A Simple Favor.
Yeah.
You wouldn't care because that's a Blake Lively thing.
Yeah. So I don't know
said
that I love my choices, but I'd say
I like the choice of him, actually. I'm thrown by the Jennifer Lawrence, not because I don't think she could do it, but I think I'm thrown based on just like your picking of her.
yeah, that's fair to be thrown
That's
on that
doing
one.
a lot. That's doing a lot.
Me too.
I don't know.
Like Emma Stone, but I was like, I just don't. I'm not sure. I think it's the pixie cut, and I was like, I can't cast
Okay.
it right
Well, so I did go Emma Stone as I always do, but
Okay.
also I think it was the red hair for me.
now. Okay.
It does that. And I always go with Emma Stone. Now, I am curious though. Just a wild guess. Can you guess who I picked for Dermot Mulroney? Because you could probably guess that I was going to say Emma Stone.
Did you go like? I know you didn't go Glenn Powell. Did you go like a Pedro Pascal? Or like a
Oh, no, but that's interesting too. No, okay, so I went Miles Teller.
Okay. Listen, we do like Miles.
We don't like Kelly, but we like Miles. Now that's if it's not a sequel. Now here's my question for you. Not to catch you off guard. Do you hope this is a sequel?
I think it would be better if it was a sequel. We don't need a remake of something that was already good.
Yeah, I would be real curious to see like how the story played out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Haynes, I don't know what you've heard because I've heard nothing. So I'd love to know. But okay, this is from Kiki. Thoughts on, and I don't think this is speculative either. But when I did put this question, I was like, is this speculative? I don't know. Okay, this is from Kiki. Thoughts on Jelly Roll and Bunny? I know you've mentioned you like Jelly's music, but thoughts on them as a couple?
Well, I think because probably Bunny, she's very outspoken and opinionated. And so I think that she probably gets a lot more backlash because I think Jelly Roll also can be outspoken, but he just has a way of saying things that no one
You
takes.
just want to hug him.
Yeah. So I like them as a couple. They seem really happy. They seem like a good balance for each other. He seems to make her incredibly happy, and vice versa. She seems to make him really happy. I think that they fit. I think they work. So I'm a big fan of them together.
So I love Jelly Roll and Bunny. We've talked about them before on here. I love them both. Now, here's the thing. We play that game all the time of like, who would you couple up, whatever. Would I have ever in a million years put them together if I knew who they were beforehand? No, probably not. But I think they work really well. I think they balance each other out really well.
Right.
I understand just based on their interviews, they have maybe not an atypical relationship.
Right.
And that's to each their own. That's not my.
It's up to them.
That's kind of whatever. But I love them. I think they're so good together. And I will say, I have not like sat down and purposefully watched a full episode, but because of my algorithm, I get tons of her interviews on my TikTok. I love her show of what I've seen of it. I love the way she interviews people. Mm-hmm. I love that people like feel the freedom to like be honest with her.
Right.
And I just think that they would be such a fun couple to be friends with because they both give that vibe of like welcoming, accepting. Like, I feel like they both would give good advice.
I love seeing couples that kind of like, as they go through life and seasons, they acknowledge like, hey, I didn't know what I was talking about here, and I've learned a lot of things along the way. I'm still figuring it out. I love that. Acknowledging that like, I'm still figuring stuff out as I go through life. This is the first time in life we've ever been at this stage. We're all still figuring it out.
I love too when I see with her, listen, Kiki, I'm not passing judgment here. I don't know you, but I do wonder if you asked this question more in relation to Bunny than Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Because I think of the two, she could definitely be the more polarizing. But if you watch a lot of their content, she seems like the nicest human on earth. She takes care of everyone around them. And I do mean like everyone.
Insanely genuine.
And so generous.
Yes.
So, now, yeah, I mean, she's got the look, she's got the past, whatever. But like, I love them. And also, props to Jelly Roll. He looks fantastic.
Doesn't he look great?
Just makes me happy for him. Just from a health perspective,
Yes.
Anyway, are you ready for some Y Factor?
Let's do some Y Factor.
All right, what are you not liking?
So what I am not liking is summer school assignments. What are we doing?
Okay, so if we have hit that age, we haven't been in that school district.
Well, so typically you get summer school assignments if you're going to be, it's more so in English courses, and it's if you're going to take it
like reading
the next year. Yeah, so it's like reading assignments.
Okay.
Now, I think this goes hand in hand with I have a child going into high school this coming school year.
Because she's old.
That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But we had been informed, like in middle school, hey, your kid, if they're going into advanced language arts next year, they're going to have summer reading. Well, that was the one class that my kid was like, absolutely not, do not put me in advanced because he hates it so much. And I was like, that's totally fine with me. Well, then I find out today on the little parents Facebook group, hey, don't forget kids have a summer reading assignment. And I was like, you know what, let me click the link because I'm pretty sure it's just for the advanced.
Let's keep in mind that these children go back to school Monday.
Next week, folks.
Yep.
So I click, no, every single class, freshmen to seniors, all had a summer reading assignment.
Oh, no.
So luckily it's not insane for his class, but when he woke up at like 10:30 this morning, I had to let him know of the news. So
he's going to be doing a lot of reading between now and Monday?
yeah, so he's got quite a bit. Like, you got to read it, and then there's an assignment that goes with each thing that you read.
Now listen, I'm not promoting anything, but could we tell bro about ChatGPT?
Oh,
Just
100%.
Okay,
That was like
okay.
the first thing that I was going to
Because
recommend.
I was like, I don't know if I need to like go through your sister to get him the memo, but
I was like read, and it's like short stories, so it's not like he has to read novels. But I was like, listen, read the passages, but let's Google and ChatGPT some of this stuff just so you can speak to it in class when you get there next week.
Yeah.
But I just, in general, I don't think that kids should be given summer assignment. Let them have the teachers want a summer, the kids deserve a summer. Now, I will say, my kids, I do require them to read over the summer. I do require them to do some math, even if it's on apps on their iPads. Just do something so I know you didn't get dumb. But like, I'm not doing assignments here.
And you are a former teacher.
Yes, yeah. I'm
Now,
not,
do you feel that way about homework?
I do not think homework should be given. Now, if you don't finish an assignment in class, I think you should be allowed to take it home and finish it for homework.
Okay.
But homework
Same.
on top of your day, absolutely 100%.
You're asking too much of me as a parent, first of all.
Well, here's the thing. I need wind down after work. Kids need a wind down after school. What are we doing?
Especially kids where school is not like
It's not
easy.
the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, that's a good thing. We were driving home from Arkansas yesterday and we saw this billboard and I told Aaron, man, I've never seen a billboard for that. It was for a horseshoeing school.
Okay.
And he was like, well, I mean, I guess there is still a need. But I was like, let's make that popular again. I mean, not just horseshoeing, but like, trade schools. Like, let's not make it this like, I don't know, faux pas. Like, it's not for everybody.
No. I do think, and I hope schools are making more of a turn to where, like, listen, college is not for everybody. Taking on all that debt is not for everybody. But look at all these things you can do that are 2-year programs or certification type thing. Like, let's lean kids that way so they realize there's an opportunity for it. But
yeah, I think our generation was probably the first generation where, I won't say like trade school became a faux pas, but it definitely, maybe it was different where everybody was from too. Like, but where I was from, like, no one went to trade school.
No.
Like, it was like everyone went to college. Now, did they all finish? No.
No. But
yeah, so I think that we were that first generation where, like, Aaron was just telling me yesterday, I forget what he said. I think he said it was like $95+ an hour to be an electrician.
Yeah, they get paid well. Plumbers get paid well.
I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, Lord, half the people with 4-year degrees aren't making that.
Right.
So
I think our generation that now has children are like, listen, the majority of us aren't even using our college degrees that we got.
oh, Lord, yes. As my political science degree dictates so much of my life. Even when I was in politics, I didn't use it.
Right. So we see, hey, there was no reason to take on all of that debt that some of us are still paying off, but also you just didn't need it. So.
Well, it's the whole system is, I could go on a whole episode diatribe about we're asking 18-year-olds to pick what they want to do with their life and their frontal lobe cortex. It's not even developed. And I'm 42 and I'm still like, well, if I could do what I want to do, with 2 master's degrees behind myself, still paying for it.
I still don't. Listen, I just want to be rich. I don't want to have to work.
Yeah, it's really.
I don't dream of a job. That's never been a
No.
for me.
No, and Lord, that's a whole episode right there.
We could go on soapbox for that. So, what are you?
Speaking of what could be a whole episode, listen, we've had some stuff happen here in youth sports, and it's been just so much drama and so much chaos and so much messiness the past 2 or 3 weeks now. God, feels like an eternity, but. And it's not just us. Like, I follow people on social media that are in the same world, and just so messy. Like, grown men. This guy, he, like, was hanging out with one of the kids on his team, who's 9. And this 9-year-old was, like, watching a YouTube video, live stream of another 8U team playing, right?
Okay.
And I guess the 8U coach had like made some comments on social media about this kid. So this grown man posts this video live of this kid, like, what do you think about them talking about you? And he's like, no, whatever, like.
Oh my
grown men. First of all, it feels predatory.
Yes.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm hesitating to tell Aaron about the situation because it does not involve my child, but,
It doesn't pass the vibe check.
well, and there's going to be some, anyway. It's just so messy. And y'all, this is, first of all, like for us, you're at 9, okay? You're 9 years old. The vast majority, I would say I would go higher. I would say 85% of you are not going to play sports at the next level.
Yeah.
I would probably honestly say 90% of you will not.
Yeah.
Whatever the sport may be that we're in. You're just not going to.
Yeah.
You're not going to be good enough, first of all. I hate to tell you that. Number 2, you're going to get in trouble somehow. And you're going to ruin your chances because you're all a bunch of buffoons.
Yep.
And then also, like, it's so much harder than you think to get to that level. And your parents are stupid. Okay? Like, your parents think because you score some touchdowns when you're 9 years old that you're going to the NFL. Guess what? You're not.
Yeah. No.
Like, you're just not. Like, of the 90% of you who won't make it to college sports, that's 10% of you that will. Of that 10% making it to the pros, 1%.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
I can honestly tell you today, of the kids I know that are 9 years old playing football, I do not know one that I could say, I bet you anything they go to the NFL, including my own son.
Yeah.
I mean, he's way back in the list of potentials, let me tell you.
It's just
I don't know any of them that I would say would go to the NBA.
Yeah.
So, calm down. And you coaches, I get it. You're volunteers. You're not paid. Appreciate your service to the community. But y'all are like so messy that I feel like you make junior high girls look like the most mature humans on earth.
Which is a wild statement to make.
And I just am like, what is wrong with y'all? And you know what it is? It's people that never did anything with their lives. And they can't give it up. They're trying to relive a life they never could live through kids who won't. Listen, one of you, I want to tell you, your child's not even going to start in junior high, okay? Just going to keep it real with you. All 3 foot of him ain't going to start in junior high.
Ain't happening.
But I'm just so sick of messy adults. And what I love the most is the messiest of adults are the first to call someone else messy. Mm-hmm. Somebody called me messy last week. And I was like,
listen, petty,
first of all,
yes, messy.
petty all day. Second of all, I don't know y'all and y'all don't know me. So, like,
That's
please.
crazy.
Yeah, called me messy and I was like, okay, I could get real messy
I was gonna
because
say,
like,
don't listen.
no, you don't want to poke
That's
the
how
bear.
the Des Bryant situation. Don't push it.
Yeah, like you don't want to poke the bear. And so I'm trying to be calm and cool and collected because in my head, I'm smart enough to know we're talking about 9-year-olds.
Right.
You are not, but okay, cool.
Yeah.
But you and your wife should probably keep my name out of your mouth. And I know you listen to the podcast. So I just want to say that because you sent me.
Hi.
Hi. Thanks for joining. You wanted to send me a text to keep something out of my mouth. Please, sir.
Oh, mercy.
I'm throwing this out there as a precursor that if you don't have children in sports, count yourself lucky. Second of all, if you do, give yourself a reality check. Okay? Like,
Kids.
let them have fun.
Yeah.
And then just third of all, keep my name out of your mouth. Okay? That's all. Okay, because
I
trust
can't
and
believe they
believe.
called you messy.
Oh, trust and believe if you want me to get messy.
Listen.
Ask my husband how messy it can get.
I
'Cause
don't
he's the
even
only
want you
person
to
I
be
haven't.
messy. And
Yeah.
I like to push the envelope, but
Oh, I know. Yeah.
No.
And like my college friends, I mean, nobody knows better how messy I can get. And even though I've like told them this story, there's like they're divided. Half are like, let's go. The other half are like, no, you just need to walk away from it. And so I'm just biding my time. But trust and believe in about 8 years, 9 years when these kids are seniors in high school. First of all, I won't know you anymore and it'll be the best thing that's ever happened to me. But second of all, I'm going to check the papers and the internet. Because guess what? I ain't going to see your kid's name. That's what I'm telling you.
okay.
That's what I'm telling you.
All right, so what are we loving this week? What are we loving?
Now, what are you loving? Besides
Oh
me.
my gosh. Well, so like I said, we did not do anything this weekend, and also
Yeah,
like, I'm binging everything because once football season
No,
starts, like,
that was a lie right there because you were not binging everything.
Well, that's true. I'm binging the things that I want to binge.
Okay, go ahead.
Once football season starts, I only watch football on the weekends. So I watched Mr. and Miss Murder on Hulu. I think it just released last week, maybe. It's so good.
What is that about? I don't even
It's
know. I don't ever click on our Hulu, and we have it, but I never click on it.
Oh, there's been some really good things on Hulu.
Well, Aaron watches it all the time.
Yeah. So it's about four best friends that grew up together, and then the two guys married the two girls, and then one of them goes missing, but it's discovered that he was killed, and so it like follows the trajectory from.
Oh, this is real.
It's real. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a documentary on it. And it wraps up like we get the killer in the end and all of that. So
is it one of the four?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So
Two of them?
yeah.
Yeah, I gotta Google this for sure.
It was so good. It was so
Okay.
good. I watched that one on Hulu. I watched yesterday on Amazon Prime, which I always forget that we have that. And so I was like,
Yeah, I do too, until I go try to search something, and
Yeah.
then I'm like, cool.
So I was like, well, let me see what's on there. There's one called Rom Con, and it's about this guy who like cons women into relationships, and then he ends up stealing from them and all this stuff, and how he ends up getting caught.
Is his name John?
No,
Okay.
Jason.
Okay, no.
It was actually really good. I enjoyed that one a lot. So I watched those two things, and then on Netflix they released a little sitcom called Leanne Morgan.
Oh, I've been hearing a lot about this. People are loving it. It's Leanne Morgan, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
there's 16 episodes, and they're like 20 minutes long. They're real short. I think I've watched 6 or 7 of them.
She's a comedian,
Yeah, she's a comedian.
but it's a sitcom, right? It's not stand-up.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
It's one that she's written. It's not like based on her life or anything. It's so funny. It's so funny. So if you need something like, just to wind down at the end of the day, and you want to catch a couple of episodes at night, worth the watch. It's hilarious. So that's what I'm loving.
Got it. Okay, so I don't know if this show was super popular and I missed it. And dear God, if this is one you told me about, I'm gonna be real bad at myself. So, because there's a season 2 coming out, so that tells me a lot of people liked it. But it's on Netflix called Untamed.
I hadn't heard of this.
Okay. I didn't know this now because that one time that happened. This is with Eric Bana, which first of all, I haven't seen him in a hot minute. But it's all the things we love. It's murder, it's mystery.
Yes.
It's set in Yosemite National Park.
Okay.
And it's basically like, and I don't know if this is, in fact, I think I know this is not true. You know that there is a place in the United States where there is no law, right? Mm-hmm. You do know about this, right? I don't know. I can't tell if you're like, what?
I vaguely think about
Okay, yeah. It's in Montana. It's between Montana and North Dakota.
Okay.
There's a stretch of land that, I don't know why this is the case, but there is no law. Now, it's also like a stretch of highway in the middle of nowhere, so it's not like people live here.
Gotcha.
But there is no jurisdiction for this, like, 12 miles maybe.
Okay.
So, there have been things that people have done there purposely. But it's kind of like they've made Yosemite that, like it's this lawless land, like all these things that happen in Yosemite. And I think it's just because it's so big and it's so easy, like, to hide bodies and things like that.
Right.
Kind of like it's this lawless land. Well, he is an investigator, and it is so good. First of all, there's nobody else really in it. Like, I went through because I was like, maybe I just don't realize that's who it is. But no, I've never heard of these people. It's like Lily Santiago, Rosemary DeWitt. Never heard of any of these people.
Oh.
But it's so good. He's trying to solve crimes, and it's coming out for a second season. So obviously there's multiple crimes. And so it's very intriguing, first of all. I don't think any of it is real.
Okay.
But I didn't fact check that, so I don't know. And then the second thing I'm really loving is oysters.
Okay.
I don't feel like this is something you would share my love of. I
Absolutely.
do not foresee you eating an oyster.
Never.
Never gonna happen.
Those are the ones
But
you suck out of the shell, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could use a little fork. They give you a little fork if you want it, but that's what half the experience. Now, I will say every once in a while you get a little rock in there and that kind of.
Oh, no.
Because now I won't eat anything on a bone, but this doesn't bother me. Now, I can't eat them just like without anything on them. Like, I think what I get or what Aaron gets me is like called Rockefeller. Like, it's got some cheese on top and some
Okay.
garnishings. I don't think I could just straight up like, I don't think I could do that. But we have just, I guess because of on vacation we had them, and then we've just recently had them at a couple of restaurants here. I just really am on a kick of them. Now, I know that people are like, oh, they're aphrodisiac. Doesn't do a thing for me. So, it's not that. I think I just, in the summer, I really like everything fresh, like fresh seafood, like
That's
chilled
fair.
shrimp, just like all of that.
Ugh. I remember my dad eting those because he grew
Uh-huh.
up down in Alabama near
Yeah.
the beach and stuff,
Yeah.
and nope, could never do it.
See, I thought I would always be that way, and I don't really remember why. It was probably alcohol induced way back in the day. That I was like, oh sure, I'll try that. Well, let me tell you, they just randomly hit the spot. But I'm very seasonal now. I'm not going to eat that in December.
That's fair. That's a fair.
Now, typically, also, I would not eat them in a landlocked area
Yeah, no.
because I'm like, where did you get that from?
Right, that can't be fresh.
But I have broken that rule recently, so
Okay, well, that's a choice. As long as
I
you
mean,
like it.
love it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So,
One of us should be adventurous.
well, if it's gonna be one of us, I can assure you it is not gonna be the spreadsheet queen. I can tell you.
Sure not.
Okay, so we'll be back next week with
Lots of preseason talk.
a lot of preseason talk. Don't know if we'll have any Taylor sightings. We'll see. Who knows with the legal drama what'll happen.
Yeah.
But also, we need to get our schedule together to get our preseason football bonus
do.
episode.
We do.
So we're going to get on that. We say that every week, but we really are going to get on it.
We'll figure it out.
But I think that's it for this week. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, best of luck with the rest of your week,
That's right.
and we'll see y'all next week.
All right. Bye, y'all.